All right, Natalie Byrne, everybody, playing Pearl and Name and Dynamite Davenport. So, first question is how did this role? How did you land this role? How did it come to be?
I don't remember now. No, I'm just kidding. I do. So that was like 2 years ago now, which is crazy because usually you just shoot movies really, really fast, and we kind of were lucky and not so lucky, but you know, it took a while, but we're here now, and we're so excited that this movie actually got made. Can't wait to see the final cut. I got this part because a friend of Earl's, our wonderful director, Earl Sack, his agent, who at the time was my manager as well, reached out to me and she said, "Hey, I have the best movie for you. I think you're gonna love it." And she said, "I'm gonna pitch you to my friend, to this director, and see if he likes your look. You know, they're looking for somebody natural." I mean, I don't know what the fuck natural is about, but whatever. So yeah, and she showed my picture to him. She said, "This is what I do. I do this. I do action. I do horseback riding." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So and then he calls me and says, "Yeah, we want you in." And I was like, "Me?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I remember thinking, I mean, like, does he know I'm Ukrainian? Like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? But I was like, okay, whatever. And I remember I got to set and I was like, "Well, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I would have never cast myself in this movie, but thanks." And I was like, I'm playing, you know, this badass Pearl, you know, riding horses and speaking, you know, with an accent. I was like, this is great. Okay, let's see how I can pull that off. And then I came up to him and I said, "Earl, but can I ask you a question? So how did you cast me? Like, what is it that got you interested in me?" And he goes, "Oh, it's very simple. You had no plastic surgeries done on your face." Wow. So I was like, well, there you go. I'm sticking to my natural nose.
All right. Nice.
So I mean, which, you know, I guess in LA it's very rare not to have a face like this. So yeah. So I haven't done anything yet. Now that this movie is done.
Yeah, we should applaud that. No plastic surgery.
All natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the stuff that at least I've seen, it seems like you definitely were the right choice. You know, I really can't see anybody else playing Pearl. You know, so that's cool. So it looks like you really kind of were a natural for this part. Did you ride a horse before? Did you not ride a horse?
I mean, I rode horses when I was really young. I don't do jumps or anything, but I definitely not new to be on a horse. But it was like a long time ago. So when I got on the horse, I was like, oh, I think I remember how to do this. So yeah, it just came back to me naturally, and I loved it. I think those were my favorite days when we had to be on horses. Although I almost fell off a horse once. I think the guys saw me get off the horse once when I had the craziest horse all the time. I don't know why, but I attract crazy. Anything, crazy people, crazy horses. I mean, whatever it is, you know, the most complicated things always come to me.
DGTV, I do have a question because you're pretending to the horse. Is my understanding that your horse actually was No Name's horse, and he actually switched it because he knew that horse was batshit crazy. So I know this started a problem through the film, and you were like, you got to know the horse ringers a little bit, and you're like, you know.
Of course,
yes.
So, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Rich, the No Name did switch horses because you guys both had brown horses in the script, and he
I never understood why the hell would Pearl not have a white horse. Like, I did not understand that. I was like, why would she have a brown horse? But now it makes sense that No Name could not handle the hard horse. He knows I can handle hard things. So Natalie was like, well, Natalie will be okay with it.
Now that we're all talking about conflict, I know there's also a problem with the two actors, No Name and Dynamite.
They're both gay.
Yes.
They're both gay.
They're both
I've tried both of them. Did not work.
That's great. Now, Sean, we go back to you.
There is no try.
How did you follow that?
Who didn't try that?
I mean, who didn't try them, seriously? Like, and of course, I was like, ooh, two guys. Yes. But no, I tried in the middle, I tried the back, I tried everywhere. Nothing. I mean, the things we did, but no. They were just so in cahoots together, there was something going on with them, and now I know what it is. They've got a very special relationship,
So Sean, continue on with your amazing questions.
Yeah. What about working with Eli as John Wilkes Booth? You guys had a great scene in the cabin together. That was a long one.
That was a long one, but it was so much fun. I mean, he's a natural. I was shocked that he's never acted before. I mean, I was like, holy shit, you have to definitely continue, that path. It was so much fun. I enjoyed doing that scene a lot. I remember him breaking the table. I was like, oh my God, that worked out perfect. And everything was just wonderful. We connected straight away. I had a lot of fun, kicking his ass. I wanted to kick his ass more, but, safety first. But other than that, it was great, yeah.
Yeah, there was also a turtle in this movie. Early in the movie, there was a turtle there. We had to knock No Name off the horse. Yeah, the turtle. What's up with the turtle?
Totally stole my scene. Yeah. I was supposed to have a close-up, but for some reason, nope. I got one take and turtle got 5. So, I mean, what the hell? Yep, he kept shooting the turtle, and I was like, hello, I'm on the horse here. Doing my thing. Yeah, no.
The scene in the cabin when you were getting drunk on wine, what were you really drinking?
Wine.
Was it real wine?
No. No, I actually don't drink in real life. What was I drinking? See, I was so connected in the freaking character. Grapefruit juice? Oh, it's grapefruit. No, he could have given me anything at that point and I would have drank it. Because that's what we do. We're like, oh yeah, we get into the scene and then afterwards, what was I drinking? Could have been anything. Yeah.
So the process, it was definitely a different process, like Rich was saying, over 2 years, different block weekends here. I mean, is that difficult for someone that acts a lot and does a lot of things?
To change my hair? Yeah. Seriously, I had so many other movies offering me to do different things with my hair. Errol's like, nope, we're still shooting. So I kept, my hair the way it had to be, pearl hair. That was it. So it was tough, but it was also, it was cool because I knew there was a day that we would go back to filming, and I was so excited to come back and see, Rich and Chris and Errol. It was just such a fun experience. It was a lot of, it was a happy set. We had a lot of fun, and we were laughing, and we were just enjoying it. I mean, the weather did not help. We were sweating like crazy. I mean, it was insane. But that's filmmaking all the time. Either we're extremely cold or we're extremely hot. So you pick your battle. It's like, what would you prefer? But other than that, I was always excited that at some point we were going to go back to filming the school western. So that was, that's a dream for any actor. I mean, even for me being from Ukraine, I was like, one day if I get to film a western, holy shit, that's awesome. Who doesn't play, cowboys when they're kids? And I got, that dream kind of came true right now. So it was great. So if we come back to do more of this, I'll keep my hair.
One of my favorite scenes is the scene where you guys roll up on the wagon that's turned over with the little people and the big lady. What do you remember about shooting that scene, and how much did you have to work on keeping it together? Because there was a lot of funny parts and moving parts in that scene. With the lady in the box, the contortionist, Errol's in that scene.
That scene was big, yeah. When you have big scenes like that and big moments, and you have to, cover the whole scene from different angles, different people in it, you just have to work as a team, and I think that's what we did really well on this movie. Everybody hated each other, but we pretended like we didn't. So that was pretty good. Honestly, I was like, get the fuck out of here, but but they were like, no, it's so good, and they pretended like they liked me, so that was cool. So I pretend like I like them, of course. But it was fun. The little people were great. Little people. They were little people. They were really fun. They were just natural as well, and just so much energy. Errol was great. He kept picking sunglasses, which ones he was going to wear, these ones or the other ones, and I was like, just keep them like that so we don't see your eyes. And then he was really fun. Everything it worked out. We rehearsed for some time before shooting, which is always great because you kind of you don't just go into doing whatever random shit, which I do all the time. I still did random shit, I'm sure. But it was good, and I enjoyed working on that scene. It took a long time to put it together, but I'm sure it looks great in the end. So,
going back to the cabin scene with Eli, where you were twirling the gun. Now, throughout this movie, there seems to be a theme between you and the no-name character, where he twirls the gun. Was that kind of an homage to him, or were you just trying to just flat show off?
No, that was to me.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He saw me do that, and he was like, I can do better. And I was like, no, I can do better. And we're constantly, still battling to see who is better, which, I know it's obviously No Name, but obviously, because he can twirl guns with 2 hands, I can only do it with 1. But no, I can do it with both. But
you're better with 1 than I am.
Oh, I can handle 2. You give me 2 things in my hands, and I can handle.
Right.
I can handle 2. You can't handle 2. I know.
We just didn't want you to come in the trailer that day.
Oh yeah.
We just were busy.
That's what I didn't understand. Everybody had a trailer except me. Like I don't get it. I think they were just like, I think they just wanted me to come into their trailers and see which one I like better.
Well, we kind of
So I just kept going in.
That tent, though. That tent was really nice.
I had a tent, yeah.
It was a pretty
So I kept
tent.
going into like one trailer, another trailer, this, that. Just seeing, I kind of felt like they were just throwing me around just to see where I stick. So it was like random. But twirling guns was fun. Like I kept hurting my finger all the time. It's kind of hard. It's not that simple. I was like, the first time they gave me the gun, I remember Clint was like, yes, here's your gun, and No Name was like doing all this stuff. I'm like, I got this. And I was like, oh shit, it's heavy. Oh my God, it looks real, it feels
I
real.
DJ TV from London. Quick question, because you're bringing up the guns. It is a rumor that you actually went through 16 guns because you actually broke all of them.
I did, and not just that, I also got a present from No Name. He told me, look, you suck at doing this with guns, so why don't you practice at home? And I remember I was like, well, I've got 3 months, let's see what happens. So I kept practicing the first twirl and the gun broke. And I was like, well, there you go, that goes my rehearsal. About 17 guns, yeah. But
I need that gun back, though.
You want that gun back?
Of course not, no.
So in the movie, spoiler alert, you get 50 grand in the end. What does Pearl do with the 50 grand? What would Pearl do with the 50 grand?
I'm still waiting for that 50 grand. What do you mean? Well, obviously I'm gonna, buy a car, do all kinds of stuff. Pearl, well, there's a sequel, so you're gonna have to wait and see what she does with that money. Yeah, she runs off with a lot of money. I love that part. That's the best. I love how in the whole movie she just like, you think that No Name and Dynamite got, know what they're doing, but in the end she just completely makes them look stupid and runs away with all the money.
We thought you did a good job. Really. We saw a little bit of it here recently, and from what we saw, we all thought you did a really good job. So you played the part very well.
Thank you.
Can't really picture anybody else playing it, really.
Well, like I said, I have natural nose.
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Why are 2 gentlemen like you in my establishment?
They were 2 down and dirty bounty hunters looking to take down the bad guys.
They want to kill me! Help me!
Until the bad guys found them.
Who's chasing you?
Yes, them, but who the hell's them?
If you shoot to kill. Action. Suspense. And romance.
I'm doing a little undercover bounty work, Dynamite.
Chris Northup. Rich Ting. And Natalie Byrne in No Name and Dynamite Davenport.